Hello, my name is Jess Ratcliffe and I was the illustrator for the book Iceberg by Claire Saxby and published by Allen and Unwin. We thought we'd share a little bit of a peek behind the scenes of this book. So it was created in this very messy studio and it was through a lot of research because obviously Claire and I haven't had the fortune to go to Antarctica. So Claire had done a lot of research in writing the story and she was very kind to share that work. So as the pages go, you'll see the seasons change. So it begins in winter and approaches summer. So Claire was sharing with me how much light would be there during the day, what animals would be around, where the sun would sit. So that was really helpful. And through the pages, I tried to share this with a sense of the horizon moving down. So the light would open up as you got in towards summer. And of course, the sun would get higher and higher in the sky. And the other thing that I wanted to focus on through the pages was our character. Nicola, the editor, was saying that I needed to make sure that this was our lead character, of course, whereas I'm used to having like an animal or a human, so I was throwing in lots of animals at the beginning, but she scaled that back, which was really wise and got me to focus on this, and we called him Norman. So Norman, through the pages, will be moving across. And as he moves across, he changes form slowly. So he moves from being a quite sharp and angular iceberg to a softer iceberg until he settles back into the sea at the very end. And of course, for me, the most special, exciting part was being able to work on this crazy gatefold, which did almost kill my computer, but it was just such a massive amount of real estate for an illustrator to work in. And I was really excited to have the chance. So along with Claire's research, I also had a lot of fun finding some incredible kids' books that have been created about Antarctica and the life there. And I had a lot more, but these were two of my favourites. Also some non-fiction books for kids. And my parents are huge Ernest Shackleton fans, so I was really lucky to be able to raid their resources and grab a whole lot of their beautiful books from the 80s and 90s that were really helpful actually in looking at proper photographs of the places. And of course I watched lots of David Attenborough documentaries and had lots of fun. And to create the artwork, I got my kids involved for some free labour, and I got them scanning out and building these huge textures. So we would roll out like icy patterns with bits of plastic pulling away from paint, and I scanned all these into the computer and used them to create delicate layers in our iceberg. I also went to the zoo and tried to find places in person where I could go and sketch and get a sense of how the seals moved, and even just looking at the way that the seaweed moves underwater. And it was lots of fun to be able to put all this together to create the artwork for the book. We really hope you enjoy it, and we had so much fun making it. And I think one of the most important parts for me was the little note that Claire had at the very end, where she writes about how this incredible place of Antarctica fits into the life chain for all of us. So from the krill to the whales that travel up and down the earth, Antarctica is one of those special places that we all need to really look after. And I think hopefully this book conveys the magic and specialness of this incredible place. And it was a real honour to work on it.